My stomach has been literally turning ever since this hurricane started, and then we have another one coming that's going to hit Florida on Wednesday. And I don't want to make this, I hate to make this political, but unfortunately we have to make it political because of our government and the little they're doing for the people in need. This video already started off really bad. I hate crying in my videos. I'm gonna suck it up. Okay, I wrote a lot down. It's not going to be professional. I can't think right now. There are so many states affected by this. It wasn't just North Carolina, but obviously North Carolina got the huge hit. There are cities missing. Cities. Not one city, not two city, not three city. Cities. People's homes, people's jobs, people's churches, people's grocery stores. So the states that are affected with the first hurricane, Hurricane Helene, is North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. We have so many friends on this channel that we talk to in the comments from these places. One of our friends from this channel, where I steal and use a lot of her TikToks, she's in Georgia, and she has to figure out what she's going to do with the storm coming on this week.
I've been MIA. Obviously, you guys know Hurricane Helene went through Georgia.
Not to even forget my best friend, Rainbow Warriors, that I met on this channel. She was here day one over 5 years ago. She's in Florida. And then if you have family or friends there, you might not hear from them right away. And they might not have internet, and they might not have, cell service and electricity and all this stuff. And you're worrying, hoping that they survived. It's just, I need to stop crying. This isn't going to be one of my better videos. I know how to get me out of the mood. I'm going to skip to a part that has really, I shouldn't focus on this, but it's going to make me mad to where I'm going to stop crying. I just want to expose some horrible people on the internet. There are some horrible people out there that are making TikToks saying that they flooded like areas where Trump supporters are because God is punishing them. And it's like, wow, now you believe in God? And there's a lot of people that are canceling celebrities or influencers for worrying about these people and, feeling something in their heart and for asking this administration what's going on and being upset about it. One of the biggest TikTokers on TikTok is this lady called Mama Tot.
You ain't mad? Because I'm mad as hell. You know that mad that you just get so angry that you just cry about it? You're so mad you just cry about it. That's how mad I am. Like, they have lost everything. Everything. Imagine walking outside of your house and seeing nothing that you ever worked hard for, just gone. I've seen houses just completely just slide down the mountain. I'm seeing people making videos because they can't find family members. How are they supposed to apply for something if they don't have electricity that does not get their baby fed in this moment? Like, the job they had, the building is gone. Like, how is nobody mad? I'm so fucking mad.
I'm sorry, who are we supposed to be mad at? Because what you're describing is a natural disaster. During a natural disaster, people lose lives. They lose property. I lost my home during Katrina. I lost it all. Yeah, it's devastating. But your question is, aren't you mad? Mad at what? That these people cannot go online to apply for assistance because there's no electricity? That's usually what happens in the aftermath of a disaster. So again, who are we supposed to be mad at? Because I'm not understanding your question. Aren't you mad? You want us to be mad at the current administration? For what? Your question has no merit. Aren't you mad? Mad at what? People's houses went down with the river? Yeah, that's what happens during a natural disaster. No one is abandoning these folks. No one. If you're a Trump supporter, just come out and say it. If you're a Trump supporter, you're a Trump supporter. It is what it is. I think it's your followers' choice whether they want to follow you or not after finding out that you are. And if you are, just come out and say it. Be authentic. Come on, this is just TikTok, right? What's the worst that can happen? But your question has no merit. Aren't you mad? Mad at what? Mad at this administration because we have a natural disaster going on? This is not the first disaster that will hit U.S. soil, and it's not going to be the last. So let's stop politicizing natural disasters, because whether it's a Democrat or Republican that is at the White House makes no difference whatsoever.
Wait. Let me get this straight. So it's more important to you that an influencer you don't know is not a Trump supporter than hundreds of thousands of people dying and perishing in a hurricane? Okay, go off, queen. You know, when Katrina happened, the news was on it. The news made sure the whole world knew what was going on. We all had so much compassion, just like anyone, you know, in a natural... Did people have compassion for you when you lost your house? Bush was, you know, in office, and he didn't send in about 10 million illegals. He also didn't give those said illegals $1 billion while you were, you know, your house was flooded and everything. I will be the first to admit that Hurricane Katrina was not handled correctly or the best, but Bush also didn't send billions, like I said, to illegals, while simultaneously going on a podcast called Call Her Daddy.
How can anyone take Kamala Harris serious after watching this?
I want to take a moment, and can we try to think of any law that gives the government the power to make a decision...
I know what you're going to ask.
about a man's body. Let's
No.
just pause.
No. Can you think of any laws that give government the power to make decisions about the male body?
Yeah, no shit, you knew what she was going to ask. You wouldn't go on the show unless you knew exactly what she was going to ask and you were completely prepared to answer every single question. And I saw someone else bring this up, the draft. We're just going to pretend like for the last 100 years, as soon as a boy turned 18, there was a possibility that he could be sent off to fight a war that he probably wasn't going to come back from.
Kamala also did like a 60 Minutes interview. Did you guys see that? That one was horrible. It was so good. It's fun to watch these. I'm going to read a bunch of numbers out because my mind can't comprehend these kinds of numbers. But okay, this is what they have spent. This is what this is the Biden and Harris administration. This all happened like recently. They have sent $385 million to Lebanon, $200 billion more to Ukraine, $2,500 per month to illegals, and then the hurricane people, they get $750, which some of them are getting denied for. Most of them can't even get because they don't have internet, they don't have cell service, they can't eat money, they don't have stores to spend this money at to get food, they don't have water to take a shit. Like, not just their house is gone. Let's say your house is destroyed and you're like, okay, I'm going to go to my best friend Sally's house. Well, Sally's house is gone too. And then you're like, well, I'm going to go to work to make money to stay at a hotel. Your work is gone. The hotel is gone. The store is gone. Everything is gone. And then you think about, you know, these people first. And then you're like, wait, every town has homeless people. The homeless people didn't have a chance. Then you think about the animals, the wildlife, the pets. How many pets perished in homes? And like I said, they have no internet access. They have no electricity to collect said $750 lousy dollars. I know all these funds. I know our money, our taxpayer dollars. I know all these funds are all tied up in different bills. But it's so stupid to me. Other presidents have done it before. You can make an executive authority to go like, hey, this is an emergency. We're going to relocate these funds over here. Did you hear my shoulder pop? If it's in there, I'm going to leave it in. Do you actually believe the media when they're like, oh, we used 250 body bags or we used 500 body bags? I saw a video where a lady overheard FEMA talk, all these officials talk, and they said add zeros to the end of that. They're barely even looking. They're looking on the surface level of what bodies they can see. They're not looking under all the rubbish, all the trees, all the water, all the... They're not looking in the mountains. We have people trapped in the mountains. Towns are literally gone. The map has changed. Like, you can't put the map and go like, oh, this city is there because that city's not there anymore. Everything this administration is doing is so counterproductive. Okay, so our funds, our money paid for the bombs that bomb Lebanon. And then we just sent Lebanon a bunch of money to go fix what the bomb did. And everyone in Lebanon hates us. But, you know, we're paying to bomb them and then paying to fix it. But we can't fix and help our people here in America. I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm losing my mind. I forgot to add that they're sending water and aid to people in Lebanon, you know, because of the bomb, because they just bombed them. It's like, here, sorry for bombing you. Let's fix it. Like crazy. Lebanon hates America. I can see why. I'd be like, fuck you. You bombed me. Okay, so now during the VP debate, they cut J.D. Vance off when he was trying to discuss the CP31 app that they created for the illegals. It isn't an app to get everything started, to get the process of you becoming an American citizen. It's just, you're still an illegal. It just gets you here. So what you do is you go on an app, and most of the time they send you to like a tent camp. Like, let's say you're in Mexico, you get sent to this horrible like tent city waiting for when you get sent over. You get sent over by bus, plane, boat. It's paid for by us. And then sometimes you get put in a house or a hotel or an apartment. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they like just take all these people and they drop them off at a gas station. And then all these illegals, they start camping out in Americans' front yards. These illegals get food stamps. They get the $2,500 per month. FEMA does have people on the ground. They also have National Guard on the ground, but they're just sitting there waiting for orders because there's no funding. It's all going to the illegals. They can't fill up their cars. They can't fill up the helicopters to rescue people. They're just sitting there waiting for the orders. Private citizens are using their private helicopters on their own dime, filling up and rescuing people. And they're going up to National Guard going, hey, why are you guys sitting here with your helicopters? This is how I'll just play the video.
I really don't want to make this video, but it is literally a matter of life and death for the people of North Carolina. So my name's Jonathan Howard. I'm a member of the Florida State Guard Special Missions Unit, and I'm also up here with Aerial Recovery, a nonprofit. I came up here on Sunday with Aerial Recovery before we even got activated. We flew up here, and then we got activated, which was great. I had my team up here working as well. Here's the problem. I'm going to tell you everything that's happening from the ground, what I'm actually seeing, because what they're telling you is complete bullshit on the news, and these politicians don't have a fucking clue, and they're lying. Now, I'll say this now, I'll say it at the end of the video. The only thing I need from this video is helicopters. If I have helicopters, I can save lives. Without helicopters, I can't reach these people. It doesn't matter how many chainsaws and trucks I got, I can't get to them. They're 10 miles in, 20 miles, 40 miles in the mountains. There's no way to get with them or even communicate with them. I am literally flying around in a civilian helicopter looking for SOS messages carved in the mud or painted on the ground, and we're dropping down and saving them. What got me fired up about this was yesterday, me and my team did the rescue of that 11-day-old baby. And all these government officials and social media, they're showing that video, that pictures and video of that rescue, and claiming that like they have some like government helped with that. And I mean, even USA, I think it was USA Today, wrote an article about it saying it was a Florida National Guard that went and got it, like with a helicopter. No, it was me, my buddy Charlie, and a civilian named Zeb with his own personal helicopter out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Like without that civilian, that baby would be dead. And the old lady we went and rescued after that, she'd be dead too because she had 1 day left of oxygen. No one was going to go get them. I will tell you, when we go up in the air, I probably see 40 civilian helicopters, and I might see 2 Blackhawks, National Guard, military, whatever they are. That's it. No one's out there doing rescues. I have my entire team up here from Florida right now, and they have no ability to go rescue these people other than what they can drive to. And the people that are in dire need, they're out in the mountains. They are completely cut off. Now, I will say, I spoke to my congresswoman down in Florida, and she's a badass, and she made a bunch of phone calls, and now we got 2 contracted 60s coming up here tomorrow, which is great. I love that, but like, I still don't understand why we don't have more helicopters. Like, we'll get a lot of work done with that, but there's no military, no one's doing nothing. It blows my mind. And they're not even allowing people to see what's really going on. One of our friends yesterday, they were actually escorting CNN down at Lake Lure, And they wouldn't even let CNN, the sheriff department would not let them go videotape the bad areas, how destructive it is. I don't know why they don't want to show you all that, but I mean, it is bad. I should also say, when I flew here on Sunday, they actually stopped us from going in, the sheriff department. And it was because of a bunch of politics that they were claiming was the Speaker of the House of North Carolina that was preventing us from even going in and trying to kick us out, which I have clarified today with North Carolina politicians that reached out to me, good on them, and they were like, that's complete bullshit. Speaker of the House has nothing. He wants you guys there. But this is the kind of political BS that is happening here right now. Like, everyone's trying to be in charge without taking any type of action. Nobody wants to coordinate with anybody. Everybody wants to pretend like they're being the hero while these people are literally fucking dying in the mountains. And these people, like I'm saying, these people are limited medication. They're running out of oxygen, and there's no one going to get them. The most effective way I have found to go find these people is by getting in a helicopter and flying down the rivers and roads and looking for SOS messages or people waving us down. And then we drop down and get them. We have all these people here. We have law enforcement. We have State Guard, National Guard. They have no way to go get these people. Yesterday, when I was at the Asheville airport refueling, which, by the way, the civilian is paying all this out of his own pocket. He's not even looking for a reimbursement. I think we did 4 refuelings yesterday. And that was like just in half a day's work. We're in Asheville, and I saw 2 Air Force Helicopter 60s. And I knew they were PJs just looking at them. And I went up to them, I'm like, hey guys, like, what are y'all doing? And like, this is what you need to be doing. This is how I'm finding people. And they're like, we can't go. We're waiting on Title 10 orders. And I'm like, what? They can't get any authority. There's military helicopters all over here sitting on the ground, and they can't do nothing. Even my JSOC boys in Fayetteville, they can't get orders to come out here. It is just the most disgusting thing, and they're killing these people. And I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know what kind of conspiracy. I've heard so many things, whatever you want to come up with, but they are literally allowing these people to fucking die in the mountains right now because we can't get helicopters. They got money for everything else in the fucking world right now, but if they could just get us helicopters, we could fly out there and rescue these people. So I hope this video goes viral. I hope these politicians get fired. I hope people get pissed off. They'll probably kick me out of the state of North Carolina for doing this, but you know what? I don't care, because if I can save one more life for it, it's fucking worth it to me.
And then a lot of people now that are doing search and rescues or even like getting aid, they're being stopped or being threatened with being arrested if they help their American citizens. Dude, this shit's a nightmare. Joe Biden was asked about the storm and he said, what storm?
What do the states in the storm zone need, Mr. President?
Okay?
What do the states in the storm zone, what do they need after what you saw today?
Oh, in the storm zone?
Yes, sir.
I'm wondering what storm you're talking about. They're getting everything they need, and they're very happy across the board.
So many theories are flying around the internet. Obviously, we have questions. Why did we care so much? The media cared so much about, Katrina. It was a democratic, state. A lot of people are saying that they just want all these people to perish because they're Trump supporters and they're in swing states that are looking red because of all the disaster that has happened this administration in the last 4 years. How many ways can you try to win an election? Maybe you can take out your opponent. Maybe you can drown everyone that's going to vote for him. All this is just making me so sick. I'm going to try to link some stuff in the description if you want to donate. If you can. Like, I know I can't. Bidenomics have kicked all of our asses, and they know that. They know we don't have money to help out. But if you do, I'm gonna, of course, American Red Cross. I know there's a lot of TikTokers that are literally helping out so they won't take a cut and they're getting stuff directly to the people. Maybe I'll try to find some of those. I know there's also registries if you want to send baby wipes or, put down baby wipes, water, diapers, anything like that. So anything I find, I'll try to link below, but totally understand if you can't afford it right now. I really hope the worst has already came. I know, like I said, we have Milton coming on Wednesday, and that scares me. If you're in any of these areas, our prayers and hearts go out to you. If you need anything, put it in the comments. If there's any information you want to share with us that the news might not be telling us, please put it in the comments. If you want to join the family, we're a small little family here, but we have huge hearts. Please join the family. Subscribe if you're not already. My heart goes out to everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one. Be safe. Boy, 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 boy.
Fuck she done for the United States. What's up? Fuck Kamala Harris. Fuck Kamala Harris. What she do the last 4 years? This bitch should be embarrassed.